You know what's wild? The Detroit Lions went from being the NFL's biggest joke to championship contenders in just 3 years. And before you click away thinking this is about football, it's not. It's about you and how you can transform your career using the same principle that turned losers into leaders. Welcome back to Rise and Thrive. I'm Shay Blackman, and today we're talking about grit culture and why it might be the missing ingredient in your leadership journey. Now, I've spent over 2 decades as an HR strategist helping organizations transform their cultures. And what the Lions did, it's exactly what I teach my clients and what you need to know. So here's the thing. When Dan Campbell took over the Lions, everyone laughed at him, crying in press conferences, talking about grit, biting kneecaps. Please. But 3 years later, they're in the NFC Championship game. GRIT isn't just a cute acronym. It's guts, resilience, initiative, and tenacity. And let me tell you something. As Black women in corporate spaces, we've been demonstrating grit long before it had a fancy name. We just haven't always been strategic about leveraging it. Here's what really happened in Detroit that matters for your career. First, they aligned leadership. The owner, GM, and coach all rowed in the same direction. In my consulting work, I see talented leaders fail all the time because they're trying to create change without organizational support. You can't transform a culture alone, period. Second, and this is crucial, they invested in overlooked talent. Players other teams rejected became Pro Bowlers in Detroit. Sound familiar? How many times have you been underestimated, overlooked, or had to work twice as hard for half the recognition? Here's the thing though, the Lions didn't just give these players a chance. They created what we call psychological safety, an environment where people could fail, learn, and grow without fear. They built systems to develop talent, not just exploit it. And yes, it took time. Year one, they went 3-13. People mocked Campbell's emotional leadership style, but they stayed the course because real transformation, whether it's an NFL team or your career, takes 18 to 36 months minimum. Quick fixes are for people who want quick failures. Now, you might be thinking, Shay, that's great for a football team with millions of dollars, but what about me? Here's where it gets good. The same grit framework that transformed the Lions can transform your career trajectory. In my Shield Resilience Strategy Guide, I dedicate an entire section to internal resources. That's the I in Shield. It's about building unshakable confidence through mindset shifts, evidence files of your achievements, and emotional regulation techniques. Because when you have grit as your foundation and Shield as your strategy, setbacks become setups. Listen, I could talk about this all day. And actually, I do in my book, Rise and Thrive, A Black Woman's Blueprint for Leadership Excellence. But here's what I want you to do right now. First, grab my free Shield Resilience Strategy Guide. The link is below, and it'll give you the actual framework for building GRIT in your own career. We're talking daily practices, emergency protocols, the whole thing. Second, drop a comment and tell me, what overlooked talent do you bring to your organization? Because I guarantee you're sitting on gold that hasn't been fully recognized yet. And hey, if you've got a burning leadership question, don't forget about our Ask Shay series. Drop your questions in the comments and I might answer yours in the next episode. Remember, the Lions principle proves one thing: no organization and no career is too broken to transform. You just need the right strategy and the GRIT to see it through. I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, keep rising, keep thriving, and keep showing them what overlooked talent can really do.